Welcome back to Chronicles of a Black Woman with MS. May 24th, 2020, I was diagnosed with MS. They did a round of tests, several rounds of tests. Everything came back, and yes, I have MS. So that day, my life changed dramatically. I was angry. I was like, why did God do this to me? What did I do that was so bad that, you gotta punish me? And I was by myself when I found out. And so I'm walking back to my car, and I'm sitting in my car, and I'm just like, wow. What just happened? Like, I missed something. Like, maybe he was looking at the wrong results, but he wasn't, and it was mine. And I couldn't think of who I wanted to call. I just broke down and I cried. And then I remember, in the midst of me crying, I was like, why me? Why me? I remember asking God and saying, why me? Why me? And I remember him saying, why not you? What makes you so different? Why are you any better than anybody else? What makes you better than my son? I gave my only begotten son so that you could have everlasting life. And in thinking and hearing those words in my head, I knew that, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And I started looking at it, and I was like, all right, this is just a new journey. This is a new test. I got it. And I was upset. I was hurt, and I lashed out. I shut down. I pushed people away. I started doing crazy things just because I didn't understand what was going on. What was going on with me, what was going on with my body, and how out of nowhere I ended up with MS. Nobody in my family has it. So, first misunderstanding about MS, it's not inherited. I found that out because I asked the doctor. I was like, nobody in my family has MS. So what do you mean I have MS? And he says, that's the biggest misunderstanding about it. It doesn't have to be anybody in your family with it, especially with black women. I was 36 when I found out that I had MS. And my doctor said that is around the time that African American women will see the onset of MS. And I just so happened to be one of those African American women. Man, my body went through different changes. My mood swings fluctuated. One minute I was happy, one minute I was sad. I was up, I was down. It was just crazy. I felt like everything that I knew and everything that was stable and was just taken from me because my life had changed. And I didn't know how, it was going to affect the people around me. And, when I started telling people, they couldn't believe it. And they were like, are they sure? And, I don't know. For me, I think the worst thing that I heard somebody say to me was, well, if you got it, I got it. And I know they didn't mean anything by it. And they really were trying to be understanding. And looking at it now, I appreciate them saying that to me. I love them for saying that to me. And it means the world to me because, they really have been there. They have gone through this storm with me. But yeah, it just that would really trigger me. I couldn't stand for you to say, well, if you got it, I got it. No, you don't, because you don't experience the things that I experienced. I went through so many different things. Like, at 30-something years old, I couldn't control my bladder, and I had 3 kids, and I'm peeing on myself. That's crazy. So I had to go to the doctor and get a pill. And then, they were trying to keep my levels even, and they put me on gabapentin, and I stayed on that, and then they kept increasing it. Then my ankles started to swell. And then I was on oxybutynin because I was having bladder spasms. Well, because my ankle swelled, guess what? They put me on Lasix. Well, put me on Lasix makes me go to the bathroom even more. So I had to increase my oxybutynin. And I got tired of taking pills. I mean, they took me off of gabapentin, put me on another medicine. And it just didn't work for me. And in that same year, we moved to Indiana. So I had a team of doctors in North Carolina that I was leaving because I was just diagnosed with MS, and I was moving to a whole nother state to try to figure this MS stuff out. So I really didn't get a foundation or a network of people to support me through this. I moved to another state, like I said, 2 times already. And I had to find a whole new team of doctors. I have a team of doctors. Yeah, but I don't see my team of doctors because I'm in a continuity clinic, whatever that is. I still don't know. But the doctor that's over my case or over my health, I see his medical students who are now practicing doctors, or they're going to be doctors, and as he told me, they are doctors. So, yeah. So this is where we are in my story. I mean, I could tell you about all the different things that I went through, being tested, MRIs. I had needles stuck in my legs. I had my legs shocked. The MRIs, obviously, they did with contrast and without contrast, and they found lesions on my brain. I have lesions on my brain, and I have lesions on my spinal cord. The lesions on my spinal cord made me lose feeling in my legs. Craziness. And how I lose feeling in my legs? And I was coaching basketball, so I had to get back to work. But most of all, I had to get back to my family. But yeah, so episode 2. Stay tuned for more. I hope you guys follow me and support this journey. I'm really trying to, spread the word and help somebody else who's going through the same thing that I went through. I mean, you'll get my rants. Some days it won't be episodes. It'll just be rants. But it's me, and this is me with MS. This is who I am. Have a great day.